So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So in this video I'm going to showcase the best free-to-play unit of the year so far, which is the 5+ Garp from the recent Kisna. I like him so much that I actually made an 11-minute video just to showcase him. But anyway, as a captain, well, he's not a good captain unless you swap him into captain, since he has a captain swap. And he becomes a 4.5 times captain then, and has rainbow damage, which is very cool. Special, reduces death up and damage reduction by 4 turns. Changes onslaughts in tandem. 2.25 times call affinity for Sai and Quick. And if Luffy, Ace, Sub is on the crew or as a support to Garp, he can swap into captain. So very cool utility. You set up his own super tandem. You get a big affinity, and then you get the potential to do stuff as captain as well with his super type. And with the super type, you can remove death up by 2 more turns, so 6 turns total. You can give out 1.75 times attack boost. And if you already have an attack boost, you just buff it. And then you become super Sai, and you can move back down if you want, or you stay and have rainbow damage. So very versatile. As you see, you can get 2 different buffs. You can remove death up by 6 turns, as you can see. You'll be able to remove rainbow shield by 6 turns as well. Yeah. And the super tandem is probably the best part. Like, it's just 1.3 point damage, but you just need to tap with Garp and 1 more unit. That's super valuable, and you do remove that extra turn of damage reduction, so 6 turns total. So I really like everything they did with this Garp. Like, he even has some potential for super boss, like being sub, moving on up to captain, give a big color affinity, buffing your attack boost, moving back down while giving you super type. So I'm looking forward to playing around with him in the future. But for that today, I'm showcasing him in 3 teams. First against Colo Orochi. And this particular team will be a no-stall speedrun. I decided to go for Cat Dog, which I regretted pretty fast because there is surprisingly few Luffy, Ace and Sabo units who can be used with Cat Dog captain, since they only boost Striker, Powerhouse, Reroll, Slasher. So I went with this very old free-to-play Luffy that I picked up in the Ray Bazaar way back, but he did the job, so I have no complaints. One cool thing with Garp, of course, is that you do have that Kobe support, so you can just avoid usual attack down, but it is in this case blindness. So we're just going to use Cat Dog stage 3 and 4, give a ton of damage, basically handle everything. I'm actually starting to become a big fan of this rear recruit Buggy, by the way. I used him in 2 of these teams, and I think I used him in 1 other team recently. He just has very unique utility combo, and you also get that chain boundary for 2 stages. Like, it's not a good chain boundary, but it's better than no chain boundary. So, very cool units. So yeah, Buggy here. Remove the resilience, block orbs, chain boundary this stage and final stage. Cat Dog, we remove almost all attack down. We actually don't want to remove all attack down because we will want it KO them, and we want to carry over the ore boost to final stage. Not that it matters, I guess, because we have versus Shanks, and everything versus Shanks does in this team is to full board of Psy Orbs. That's literally everything I use him for, so wouldn't matter if I wanted KO there, to be honest. But yeah, going to use Luffy here to remove the bind. He only removes 3 turns of bind, but we do have the Nami support, so all is good. Just random block orb on it, but doesn't matter because Shanks, full board of matching. Then we use Garp, get a big color affinity. He gets a tandem orb. We will move up to captain. He will remove 4 turns of damage reduction out of the 5 total. But of course, with his super tandem activation later, we will be able to remove the final turn. And yeah, we're not going to keep Garp as captain. That's only optimal if you build for it against non-int bosses. But for this, in this case, the boss is int, so no reason to do it. But you still get the benefit of the super type, even if we don't run super type captain, so that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to hit with Garp first, just to get the super tandem going. We removed the Rainbow Shield and we will have tons of buffs, so this will be an easy 1-hit KO on Orochi. So yeah, that's the first team, one of my favorite colos against Orochi. Arena now, Mihawk, a classic but pretty fun team here. I remove every single debuff final stage as well as get a ton of damage. I'm even going to finish it with Film Red Luffy's final tap, so don't miss it out. This is also a pretty fast team. I stall one single turn just to get Carrot ready. Carrot doesn't buff that many units this team. She's mainly used to ignore stage 3's defensive effects and reduce CD, so she does that job really well. And as you'll see, we have more than enough damage anyways, so all is good. The interesting thing with this team is of course final stage, because we're going to use some fun combinations. Basically, Garp can remove 6 turns of death up total. There's a total of 10 turns of death up final stage. Local Sea Monster will remove the remaining 4. He will also remove 4 turns of damage threshold out of a maximum 6. Luffy has the Hyogoro support to remove 2 turns of damage threshold. And of course, Garp himself will remove all 6 turns of Rainbow Shield. So a pretty cool combination. This is one of those teams where I built final stage last and then I just worked my way back. So for this team, I actually decided on the 4 subs first. Or I guess, well, I used a different Luffy at first. So I decided 4 subs, started looking at caps, then I changed to Film Red Luffy Captain. And yeah, as you see there, Chopper fully boosted by Carrot, and yeah, that's all he needed to 1 KO Mihawk through the barrier, also thanks to Carrot of course. Brulee's support here handles the block orbs. Otherwise, I've already summarized it, but we can look at how we get the buffs as well. We get a big attack boost from Luffy, I think that's 3 times attack. We use Garp, that's a 2.25 times color affinity. And as Captain, we can also use his super type, which will remove 2 more turns of death up, but also buff that attack boost by plus 0.25. So it becomes a 3.25 times attack boost. Local Sea Monster, not the biggest ore boost, just 1.75 times, but we take it. And now I'm just going to get the final tap. We're getting both the super tandem and the final tap in 1 unit and do massive damage. Yeah, pretty dope. And yeah, I couldn't resist making one more team because obviously we need to make a team where Garp stays captain and does his rainbow damage. So I settled for Arena Wolf and I made a pretty funny team. Got to use Hawkins again, which is a pretty interesting legend. Always fun to try out new ways to handle stage 4 of this content. Decided on Roger pretty early since he handles so much final stage, like both a big attack boost and a super type for reducing CD and block orb manip. Also helping with the spear on stage 4. So it was a no-brainer to be honest. When I set it for Hawkins, it was easy to add Buggy as well, to give the chain boundary as well as removing the damage threshold. Sanji I just added because I wanted a chain boost final stage and another support to remove attack down. So I just stall a bit for Kid Luffy to be ready. And then support will remove every debuff here, so I can just use Kid Luffy special and keep it to final stage. Only thing I dislike about this team is that Hawkins special is literally useless, but what can you do? Pretty interesting team anyway, and the big deal here is that I just want to stack incredible damage together to basically one shot with Garp. So that's the plan. So yeah, this is the spear. Hawkins will remove the special bind. And as I said, just use Buggy after, and this will be a very easy kill. Hawkins does make negative orbs beneficial, otherwise Buggy will have handled that too. He has a very useful orb manip. And yeah, that with support is not needed, I just put it on like without thinking, to be honest. So yeah, final stage. Let's see how much damage we can do with Garp. We do have the chain boundary from Buggy. We got a chain boost from Sanji. We have the chain multiplier boost from Luffy. Roger does a big attack boost. Luffy has kept an ore boost for us. Garp handed the color affinity boost, so we got more buffs than you could ask for, basically. And obviously Garp will also buff Roger's attack boost, so that's pretty neat, if I may say so. And of course, Garp special will also remove the rainbow shield. And for this team, we're keeping Garp as captain. So we actually used 3 super type size specials. Sadly, that's meaningless, but a little fun tidbit. So yeah, just use Hawkins for flex, why not? And yeah, I'm going to kill pretty early here, and as you'll see, it will be massive damage. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video. Hope you enjoyed too. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.